It's National Egg Day today. And you know, I've got 4 chickens, as I've talked about on the show. So I've got eggs coming out of my ears. Well, actually, my chickens have eggs coming out of... Never mind. This is today. Welcome to This Is Today, the podcast that features the stories that make this day unique. It's Thursday, June 3rd, 2021. I'm Russ, and here's what you need to know about today. So it's World Cider Day today. I figured I'd bring that one up first so that you can crack open a cider and sit back, relax, enjoy. My friend Shar loves cider, and Shar, have a cider, enjoy the show, and here we go. It's National Egg Day today. Yeah, so as I mentioned, I've got chickens, so I've got plenty of eggs. We have so many, it's ridiculous. 4 chickens. I've talked about the chickens before. The thing was, we got 2 chickens because my son, in his class, they said, oh, we've got chickens that we're doing, like they raise chickens as an experiment thing so they can see the, from the eggs to the fully grown chickens. And then he brings 2 of them home. And then one of them dies. So we decide, well, we don't want to have just 1 chicken. Let's get more chickens. And then we had to get 3 chickens, thinking that one of them would become a rooster. And now we have 4 chickens. So we have 4 eggs every single day. And that doesn't sound like a lot. But it is. So we're giving those away to everyone. Perhaps we should give them to Japan because they actually eat the most eggs. Paraguay is second, followed by China, then Mexico, then Ukraine. Yeah, we're not even up there in the top 5. We actually eat about 293 eggs per year per person. Math doesn't work out for me as far as how many eggs we produce here at the house. By the way, I like to tell you about little special offers and stuff. And no, Jimmy Dean's not paying me, but I wish they were. They're doing a promotion today. Today only. If you open up your Snapchat application, there's a filter in there for Jimmy Dean. And if you take a picture of an egg, they'll send you a coupon for some free sausage. That's basically how it works. It's more complex than that. There's like 5 or 6 different steps, but basically you can get some free sausage through Snapchat. I believe you can also get that on Grindr. Oh, geez. Yeah. Never mind that one. World Bicycle Day today as well. Yeah. Why did the UN say today is World Bicycle Day? Well, because, it's affordable, it's healthy, it's environmentally friendly, and it's a good thing for basically, there's nothing bad about riding a bike. We'll just go with that, except for unless, you get like lower back pains, or you have to like roll up your pants in that weird way and you look kind of goofy. That's the other thing. I've always wondered, why do people that ride bikes have to wear the uniform? They've got the spandex stuff. Like I go play tennis. I'm just in regular shorts. I don't put on the whole tennis uniform. People do that as well. I don't get it. I guess it's like people, they go to like a baseball game and they're wearing the full on uniform. Maybe it's because, for those people, they think that maybe, they're going to have to sub in at some point. Hey, I'll take the guy on row 3. Let's put him on first. I don't know. I never understood that, but I see plenty of people with the bike uniform. I'll talk to a friend of mine who does that, and maybe I'll get some answers for us on that one. It's National Repeat Day today as well, and I could do the joke of it's National Repeat Day and say it again, and that would be funny, but I'm not going to do that. I have too much respect for you to do that. Anyway, it's National Repeat Day. I'm sorry, I had to do it. National Chocolate Macaroon Day. And this sort of sounds like a repeat because on May 31st, it was Macaroon Day. Well, I guess chocolate macaroons are so good that they deserve their own day. So happy Chocolate Macaroon Day. Goes great with cider. You can have one of those too. It's also Men's Health Month this month. And the AARP, they say that only about half of the people that they surveyed, half of the men that they surveyed, go in for regular checkups. And 72% said that they'd rather do household chores such as cleaning the toilet instead of going to the doctor? Well, it's important to go to the doctor. Why? Well, several sites, you can just go out there. And these answers are pretty obvious. There's screening. You want to make sure that everything's all good there, right? And if they discover issues early, that is better. So it's a good idea to go to the doctor. But just in case you need some other reasons, I came up with some for you. A certain drug is now medicinal. There you go. It's better than going to Walmart most days, you can't wear your pajamas, though, to the doctor's office. You could finally figure out what that thing is on your skin. That thing. And nobody knows, really, except for the doctor. They might be able to help you figure that out. How about this one? After a year of being in the house by yourself, somebody other than you can see you naked. That's another potential benefit for some of you out there. And also, it might be just because you enjoy that shocked look on your doctor's face when you answer the question, how many drinks do you have in a week? I always enjoy that. All right, let's talk about our events for today. On this day in 1937, the Duke of Windsor married Wallis Simpson. Okay, so the Duke of Windsor was King Edward VIII. He abdicated the throne for love. Yeah, this is like The Notebook, right? I mean, these two loved each other. And the thing was, she was an American. Now, that actually wasn't the problem. That was probably part of it, but it wasn't the main problem. It was that she divorced her first husband and was seeking a divorce from her second husband. And this caused all kinds of issues for a king who was also the head of the Church of England. And he said, no, that's not going to work out. That's going to cause a constitutional crisis. So he said, well, I'm going to leave the throne for love. Yeah, I know I did that line once, but I just liked it, so I did it again. Now, he and Wallis did stay married until he died in 1972. She died 14 years later. In 1943, on this day, okay, you know the song Zoot Suit Riot, right? But do you know that was actually a thing? Yeah, there was Zoot Suit riots back in the Los Angeles area in 1943. These were actually racial violence. Yeah. See, white U.S. Navy sailors and Marines clashed with Latino youths in East L.A. Okay, this whole Zoot Suit thing started in Harlem, right? It was like a jazz thing, right? They would wear these big suits, and really it was so that you could move on the dance floor a little bit better. But see, this was World War II going on at this time, and, wool and other fabrics were being rationed for the war. Well, these Zoot Suits were being made with all this excessive fabric, and they were being made really in kind of an underground way. Like they, kind of bypassed everything and set up these suits. So the sailors looked at this as unpatriotic. However, it was probably a little bit more racist than unpatriotic. And, here's what they did. They said that they were being taunted. So in retaliation, they pulled some Zoot Suits off of certain people and burned the suits. This kicked off a week of riots, and the military was ultimately banned from certain areas of Los Angeles. All right, another story here. In 1988, Big, starring Tom Hanks, premiered. You know that movie, right? It is one of the funniest films. And it's not just me. It's made it to the American Film Institute's top 100 list. But guess what? It wasn't originally Tom Hanks. They were going to use Harrison Ford in the lead role, and Steven Spielberg was going to direct. It did go to Penny Marshall, and I'm so glad it did. And also, another person was considered for that role. Actually, several people, but Robert De Niro was offered the role at first. Can you believe that? They didn't accept it because of his high cost, and instead it did end up heading over to Tom Hanks. All right, let's take a look at our birthdays for today, shall we? Yeah. Anderson Cooper is 54. Allen Ginsberg would be 95 today. He passed away in 1997. Curtis Mayfield was born on this day in 1942. That's your look at June 3rd. Thanks for listening to This Is Today. We do our best to pull together all the correct information. If we made a mistake and you heard it, you're super smart, and we're super sorry. Be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and give us a 5-star if you think we deserve it. I hope you enjoyed learning about today. I'm Russ, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.